Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another raid video. Good morning to all of you. Happy Monday. We start off with the Adventure Deck of Fate event. I wanted to go deep into this one to explain for the majority of you guys. Going into this one, you gotta be careful and there's some things to consider before you go heavy in terms of grinding and also upgrading stuff to get the Slayer set items that are offered through this one. We'll go over the event in just a little bit. We have the Yumeko Progressive, which is not the only thing. It's also Mishinagi Progressive. There's pretty solid Shadow Cane champions on the offer right now. I do like all of them currently. The only one I don't have is this dude, but I'm honestly not gonna be summoning. The reason I'm not gonna be summoning and the reason I'm not gonna go heavy on this Deck of Fate event is very simple. Next week, by next week, we should have minimum next week. I think, yeah, around the 9th of the month is when the next fusion is going to start. I'm expecting the Vault Keeper, what's his name? Vault Keeper, what did they call him? This guy, Vault Keeper Wixwell will be offered, and we all know how good of a support he's gonna be. Depending on how many resources you have, guys, you gotta be careful in going heavy during this week in any kind of events that you might see pop up. If you are a spender, if you're a big spender, you're not even gonna care about this video. But for the majority of you guys who are playing the Wade Shadow Legends game, this will be, you know, the temptations that raid will be throwing you, okay? Open shards to get Yumeko, open shards to get another champion, use your energy, use your shards, use your silver. Silver is very hard to get. You'll need about 60 to 70 million just for Wixwells. Probably it's gonna have at least 3 artifact enhancement events, okay, during the time. Plus soul stones. We're opening soul stones the other day, right? You gotta keep those as well. I've mentioned this even before the what's it called? The Titan event for the souls for her, the Lady Mikage started, that this is also like a way for them to make you use up your stuff. They want players to be using up their items. So with all of that in mind, have that in your head. Okay, do I want to go for the fusion or do I want to go for the other stuff and do whatever the heck I want with the game? That's all up to you. But going a little bit deeper into the Deck of Fate, in order to complete this whole thing just with silver, I would say you need about 100 to 130, 140 million silver to complete this, assuming that you're upgrading only artifacts and not accessories. Accessories take sometimes even double the silver that normal artifacts require. And with that in mind, you gotta think, okay, what do I need the most on my account to upgrade my artifacts, to upgrade my accessories? And you go about with that. In terms of grinding with energy, all right, even getting a mythical 6-star, which is a very low chance, it's a 5% if you're farming hard difficulty 10, 5% chance to get a mythical, and then I believe it's about a 30% chance, 33% chance to get a 6-star. So if you multiply that, that's your chance to get a mythical. It's kind of low. So considering everything, you can even get like a 5-star rare from one single run. You'll need a lot of energy plus a lot of silver to complete this whole thing. You need 40,000 points. We are used to this one. There's 40 decks right here. You need 40,000 points to complete the whole thing. In terms of these random rewards, these are exactly that, random. The chances for you guys to get a purple, 3 purples in a row, are very low. They're not zero, but they're very low. You shouldn't even consider these rewards as part of the investment you're gonna make into completing this thing. These are just, if it happens, and it's good, especially voids, especially here primals and the eternal soul stones. Everything else is way less value to me, at least. Maybe the 500 gems is okay, but everything else like Chaos Ores, the barrels, the legendary books, the 5-star chickens, those are not equal. There's no equal sign between the eternal soul stones and the 5-star chicken to me. I don't know about you guys. I think everybody else also shares the same opinion. So let me just show you what I mean by that instead of just talking. If we go here, I'll try to find some gear that I can quickly upgrade for you guys. Is some 5-star gear that I have here. 5-star, you can get a maximum of about 400 points if you do the whole thing. Let me just show you. This took me, what? A million, and I got 383 points. very little. So a million for 300 points. If you multiply that, you see that even 100 items, if I get such a low upgrade cost, it's gonna be costly for the account. So these 5 stars actually are not that great. Even though I farmed like 60 battles yesterday, I'm not going to keep them, but I do like the stun sets. These are very, very crucial for Cintranos. And if you're building Cintranos teams, like even this item that rolled very bad, it's going to be useful for my account. So look at this. I'm upgrading these. How much is this going to cost me? 700k. I'm actually getting pretty lucky with this. 700k, way lower than what I'm used to. But we will get these RNG. So 1.5, I would say, could be 2 million is the maximum. Sometimes you get 500k to get an upgrade. You do it like this. There's a way to get this done cheaper, and it's the slow upgrade artifact way, and where you disconnect your computer. I've made a video in the past. Honestly, it's very time consuming for the benefit. If you have a lot of time in the day, you can definitely do that. For me, I do not have that advantage. So I would say I'd rather just use up all my silver. So I'm down now. Oh, this was expensive. 2.1. Look at that. So you can get some bad upgrades. Obviously, you don't need to do what I'm doing. I would ideally do level 8s. Okay, you do level 8. You see, okay, did it roll well on something that I wanted to here? It's double on the HP. I could re-roll this item, but honestly, I'm just gonna call a loss on that item, sell it, get back some of what I've spent, and then come back, try and roll this one, which is a mythical 6-star. This is actually pretty cool. Double there on the speed. It's a supersonic set, so I'm looking for speed. So maybe if this rolled again on speed, it would have been a pretty solid item. So with now about, what, 10 million down? A little bit, about 10 million down. How many points did I get, guys? I got 3,500 points. That's 10 million for about 10%, not even 10% of the progression that I need. Okay, so what I said, 100 to 140 million is what you're gonna expect with strictly using up your silver. And if you put both of those together, so like spending your silver and also doing some farming of gear, you can, of course, get some points from farming gear. If let's say you want to be farming accessories, you'll do that very fast in the spider. You can get this done cheaper, and also selling the accessories is going to get you back some silver. So it depends on how many resources you have, how much gems you've got stored, how much energy you got in store. It depends on your priorities. But the Slayer sets will be very random, all right? The rewards here are very good if you consider the Slayer set, because of all the accessories. The accessories are crucial to make the Slayer set work, because sometimes you're going to be looking to make maybe a 4-piece Slayer set, okay? 4-piece Slayer set where you get the turn meter bonus, and then maybe a 4-piece, maybe like a Fatal set or a Savage set if you're looking to get that turn meter boost and also get that ignore defense. But the 6-piece is also very strong, because the 6-piece gives you that 30% ignore on AoE skills only. So some champions will not be benefiting from the 6-piece bonus. So it all depends if you want to have that as part of your priorities. 4-star glyphs here are absolutely bad. And then we also have the web points here if you're still looking to push that Mikage 4-star soul, which I don't think many players were going for this one. So after 10 million silver that is gone, I have 3,000 points. I'm just going to do these 3 in a row. It doesn't matter where you click. It's just luck, all right? Did 3 in a row, 3 random ones as well. I got a 6-star amulet, so that's pretty nice, I would say. But it definitely wasn't worth 10 million, right? But if you're upgrading gear that you already want to upgrade, so maybe this one will be worth it. Actually, now for the skinwalkers, getting the crit damage is very nice. So if I ever get a skinwalker that I really want to push in terms of damage, 1 piece of the Slayer set is going to give you 5% crit rate plus whatever bonuses you get from the item. So just have a look at what happens on an amulet or a ring or a banner. It's the same thing on a 6-star and how costly this can be. I'm at 38.5 and I'm going to drop now to 2.9 million to get this maxed out. And you get the same point. So you see how much difference it can be to upgrade an amulet from normal gear. I just wanted to show you guys actively, because sometimes players forget on how this can be so expensive, and it's not worth it, especially if you're running low on silver like I am right there. So now I opened another blue one, so it broke the sequence. unfortunately, but still, I got an ancient, which is okay, I guess. So I'll think about, I'll push some spider. I'll think about if I'm gonna finish this thing. I do like the accessories, especially giving me 5% crit rate, 15% crit damage if you have the 2-piece bonus. All right, if you get them from accessories, it's like basically free stats that you get. Even the 3-piece bonus is all right. After that, it all depends on what kind of gear sets you want to be pushing on your damage dealers. So guys, this was a video on this brand new event that popped up today. In terms of summons, I would say Mishinagi is the best one out of these guys, especially for Hydra. And then obviously the Yumiko is the prize here for players pushing the double Yumiko teams, right? They're just doubling down every single week with the double Yumiko Tranda teams. So that was it, guys, for today. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.